All right, so in this lesson, we will calculate and interpret the mean deviation. Give it a situation. So it's easier just to show you what mean deviation is or explain it as we go along, right? So Leslie, Carlos, Julie, and Tawani are sitting in their group. Leslie has 10 blocks, Carlos has 7, Julie has 16, Tawani has 7. What is the mean absolute deviation? So what is the mean absolute deviation? So we know, first thing we got to do is calculate the mean. So let's do that. Let's calculate the mean. So, well, this is what we'll do. I'll do it like this. Ooh. Did I want that? I guess I'll use pink. I'm going to calculate the mean. So the first thing I should do is I'm going to add all of those. Well, first I'll write them, I guess. We have 10 for Leslie, 7 for Carlos, 16 for Julie, and Tawani has 7. I'm going to add all these together. And I get 40 total blocks. And then I'm going to divide it by how many people I have. And I get, I'll write that in pink, 10 blocks per person. Okay, so the next thing I need to do is, so I have the mean, I need to find the absolute deviations. So absolute deviations. So deviations just means differences. So for instance, I'm going to have, well, I should probably write that a little better. Differences. So I'm going to take this 10, for instance. Well, I'm going to take this, I'm going to take this 10. I want to figure out how different it is from the mean. So I'm going to take away the mean, which is 10. And I get 0 because it's not different, right? It's just not different. This number is not different from the mean. So I'll take the next number, which is 7. And I will take away the mean. Again, I want to find the difference between the two numbers. And the difference between those two numbers, 7 minus 10, is -3. So the absolute difference would be +3. And I'm going to take this 16. I want to see how it differs from 10. And it differs by 6. And the absolute difference is just 6, right? It's just 6 away. It doesn't matter, positive or negative. It's just how far is it away from 16. From 10. How far is 16 from 10? 6. How far is 7 from 10? 3. The negative really doesn't matter when we say absolute. Then we have another 7. We take away 10. And so the difference between 7 and 10 is -3, but the absolute difference is just 3. So I'm going to take these absolute differences. Let's see, I guess I'll use blue. So let's do the mean absolute deviation. That means I just have to find the mean of these. So I'm going to add all these. So 0 plus 3 plus 6 plus 3. And I get 12. Oops. Yeah. And then I'm going to take that 12 and I'm going to divide it by the 4 cases that I have, 4 numbers, and I get 3. Ooh, that's my mean deviation. So let's do this, I guess. So the mean, or the average, blocks per person is 10. That means that if each person had the same number of blocks. Wow, that looks tacky. Or more than usual, you know. If each person had the same number of blocks, then each person would, and then we'll go back to pink, have 10 blocks. Okay, but the mean, or the average distance each number deviates from the mean. So on average, the 10, the 7, the 16, and 7, on average, they are different from the 10 by about 3 units. So like 10 is no difference from 10. This is 3, this is 3, and this is 6. So, but on average, they're about 3 away. So they differ by an average of 3 units. Okay, let's do this. So let's calculate our mean first. Doesn't like something like this will matter for how we answer because well, so actually let's read it. Below is the list of number of pizza slices. So we know we're looking at pizza slices, right? Per person. So let's do it. 4.2 plus 3 plus 1.5 plus 2.1. So 4.2 plus 3 plus 1.5 plus 2.1, and I get 10.7 slices. Could talk about slices of pizza, right? Oops, good thing I caught this. This isn't 10.7. This is actually 10.8 slices per person. I mean, 10.8 slices total. And we're dividing it amongst 4 people. So we get 10.8 divided by 4 is 2.7. So 2.7 slices per person. So now let's find out what the absolute deviations are. Absolute deviations. Remember, deviations are differences. So we need to find the differences. I don't know why this looks so odd. Deviations. So let's take our numbers, which are 4.2, 3, 1.5, and 2.1. And we want to see how different they are from our mean. So minus 2.7, minus 2.7, minus 2.7, minus 2.7. So 4.2 minus 2.7 is 1.5. We don't have to change that to positive because it's already positive. 3 minus 2.7 is 0.3. Once again, it's already positive. We don't have to change it. 1.5 minus 2.7. So 1.5 minus 2.7 is negative 1.2. The absolute difference, though, is positive 1.2. And 2.1 minus 2.7 is negative 0.6. But it's the absolute deviation would be positive 0.6. Now let's find my mean of my absolute deviation. Deviations. I can do this. Okay. So I'm going to take all these. 1.5 plus 0.3 plus 1.2 plus 0.6. Oops. I think I can do this. Okay, so 1.5 plus 0.3 plus 1.2 plus 0.6 equals 3.6. And then I divide that by 4 amongst 4. And I get 0.9, which is my mean absolute deviation. So let's do our statement, and I don't really think I need to walk through the whole one, but I'll explain it. So let's see. So the average number of slices, we'll say, actually orange. So average number of slices per person is 2.7. That means if each person had the same number of slices, then each person would have 2.7 slices. All right, the mean or the average distance to each number is or deviates from the mean. So the average distance to each of these is from 2.7 is 0.9. 0.9 units. All right, we'll start the next one, but like I said, I'm not going to walk through the whole thing. I just want to show you something. So when I find the mean for this next one, I'm going to add all of these, right? Ooh. 0.25 plus 9.25 plus 8 plus 8.5. And that will give me 9.5 plus 9 plus 8.25 plus 9.25 plus 8 plus 8.5, and I get 52.5. But this time, instead of dividing it by 4, I don't know, I put 2 4s in a row. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have to divide by 6. So these are 52.5. So this is, let's read the problem. Below is a list of ticket prices. Okay, so these are prices. So this is dollars. And this is for 6 tickets, I guess. Because that's how much it is for 1 ticket there, 1 ticket there, 1 ticket there, 1 ticket there, 1 ticket there. So divided by 6 is $8.75 per ticket. So I just want to show you that you'll be divided by different numbers. Like, it just depends how many cases that you have. So, and then of course you'd finish it. So thank you. Oh, that's it. Thank you.